Welcome to another edition to Positively Douglasville. We have here the big guy, Sheriff Tim Pounds, our Sheriff of Douglas County, and we're so excited to have you, Sheriff. We're just going to have a brief conversation. I've been friends. I've been knowing you the whole 21 years. I've been in the county
Yes,
and in the
ma'am.
city, but you've been here much, much longer. Talk to us about your family. You come from a family of 14. What?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody loved each other. They had
Yes.
some cheering, as my grandmother could say around there. But
Yes.
talk to us about growing up in Douglas County, in the Winston area more particularly.
Yes. Like you said, I came from a family of 14.
Yes, sir.
Same mother, same dad. And we always lived around the Post Road area, in Winston, what they call it.
Yes, sir.
And 10 boys and 11 boys and 3 girls, what it turned out to be. So I'm going to tell the truth. It was just so difficult because we really, Dad just couldn't feed them 14 kids.
Oh,
He
wow.
just couldn't feed them. So
Wow.
it was awful, but we made it. I mean,
Yes, sir.
we didn't never go hungry. We might have ate the same thing for a while, but and ain't none of them small and skinny. They
I know,
all
so-
is large.
Look, I've been to Pounds family reunions that you have.
Yes.
There's a lot of food and some handsome devils around there.
Yeah,
And your
yeah.
papa, too.
Yeah, Dad is
Yeah.
95. Still drive
Ooh-wee.
around, do what he want to.
Wow.
I'm trying to take his life, but he ain't gonna let that
He's
happen.
not gonna, he
No, he
gonna
ain't
not
gonna
let
let
you
that
take him. But you know, you can drive. You can have an escort. Take him around if you want to.
No, we need to get them license because he like to go too much. But in the Winston area, it was just, I went to Winston Elementary School, and I ended up getting a little job cleaning school after school. I was so
Really?
young, but I had that little job. They make about $21 every 2 weeks. But I
Pocket
walked
change.
back home and got up and got ready to go to school the next day. Then growing up, you know, in the whole Winston back then, everybody kind of knowed everybody.
Yes, sir.
So it was kind of easy to get along with everybody because my parents knowed his parents and vice versa. So it was kind of nice living in Winston. And everybody back then tended to their business. You know, back then, if you got in trouble at somebody's home, they had the permission to go ahead and put a little something on you.
I know it.
So therefore, Winston people turn out to be pretty good people.
That's right. My chief of police is from Winston.
Right. He was
Yeah,
one of
Gary
them that got
Sparks.
whipped when I got whipped. We was,
That's what I know.
Yeah,
It had to
same
work. That's how we grew up too. Mr. Layton was a little corner store, and my brother stole something one time. He got 3 spankings, whoopings. Back in the day, we called him before he got home because everyone in the neighborhood knew each other.
Right.
And so Mr. Layton said, "I'm gonna let that boy go," but he came in here and he stole some candy when I went in the back to get the popsicle. And so before he got home, my mother knew somebody called, and he already had 3 spankings before he got up the street.
I don't know how it happened like that, but their parents. Matter of fact, they'll tell you. Tell your dad I had to get you. And if you don't tell your dad, when he asked, did your boy tell you I had to get him? He said, no, sir.
Then you
don't
got
get
another
another
one. That's right.
So it was
Yeah.
beautiful, really, living in. I love a big family.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I don't have one myself. I got 4 children, and that's it. Don't want any more, and they all grown and gone. That's the good part. But it was nice growing up in Winston, and it was just. I can describe it, but I can't describe it.
I
You know what I say? I
understand.
can't. I don't want
Yeah.
to get into the negative part of it because now I'm so proud of where I'm at today. The negative
right.
part don't matter no more.
That's right.
So
That's
I'm gonna
right.
listen to your question.
That's a
now.
good thing. That's a good thing. So you went to Douglas County High?
I went to Douglas County High School.
Yes, sir.
Got out in 1975.
Woo-wee.
Started policing in 77.
That's what I was going to ask you. How did you get in law enforcement? What sparked your interest to be
2
a law
things.
enforcement officer? Yes, sir.
My father was a security guard. I
Oh,
used to like it with them guns. He liked the real police with them guns and all that. So I went on, got out of school, and started working. Well, I was really working part-time. I was still in school at a service station out here on the corner. It used to be called George Shell Full Service
okay.
Service Station.
So
Right
you
there on
washed the
corner
windows,
of
too?
Church, did it all, put chain tie, put brakes on.
Yeah.
We did all that.
Yes,
And he had a contract with the city. So we had to wash the police car, change the oil in them.
Oh, okay.
We was their little shop.
Okay.
So I got a chance to drive the police cars back.
man.
You couldn't tell me nothing driving the police car, waving at everybody.
Yeah. That put it in your blood, see.
Yeah, I think I want to be a police. So I got good buddies with the chief, Charlie McClarty. I worked
Okay.
with Charlie to death about the job and wasn't even
Wow.
old enough to be a police officer.
Really?
So Charlie told me, said, chief rather, said when you get old enough, said come back and see me.
Uh-huh.
But every time I see Charlie, I ask him about that job. So, quick story.
Oh, gosh.
When I got this job, Charlie McClarty, I went to work for the water department because I thought Charlie really wasn't going to hire me.
Right.
So I went on to work for the WSA. I learned how to operate a tractor. We dug up, put in water lines. So we wound up putting in some water line with there. Charlie McClarty pulled up and said, after I still want the job.
Wow. He remembered you.
Yeah, I told him I did.
Man.
He said, well, you got to come go with me now.
Oh, right now.
Right now. But couldn't nobody operate the equipment, so I had to load the equipment back up and drive it down to the WSA.
Really?
Walked in, told him I quit.
What?
Got in the car with Charlie. We went to got a uniform back then. Only thing they bought, you had to buy your own gun.
What?
Yeah, they didn't buy no gun. Only thing they bought was a pair of pants and a shirt. The shoes and socks and everything else, you had to purchase it.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
You had some skin in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a gun and got my little uniform and came up here and stayed on for about probably a year or maybe 8 months. And Charlie and them sent me through the academy,
Okay.
police academy.
Uh-huh.
I got out of there in 1977. And I stayed with the city for 2 years. But the county seems like so big. You can hear a siren going forever.
Yeah.
We turn our siren on, we had to turn it off in 3 minutes because we knew where it was going.
Right.
So I'm going to go talk to Earl and see if he'll give me a
You
job.
want bigger things.
Yeah, and that's true.
Yes, sir.
And I did. I went to talk to Earl. And he said,
Earl Lee.
Earl Lee.
That was iconic.
Yeah.
Sheriff in Douglas County. You ain't past Six Flags.
Bad boy. He
Woo!
really was. But he said, Pound, I got 2 openings. He's one of them is a jailer, and the other one is a deputy sheriff.
Okay.
I said, well, I don't want to be no jailer. I'm already been police. I know. I've been through the academy.
Right.
But I promised it to another guy, and y'all all know who he is, Gary Little. Used to be a city police officer.
Yes, I remember him.
And for some unknown reason, Gary didn't take the job. So then sheriff gave the patrol job to me. So second black, Joe Johnson was the first African American, and I was the second one. Time was hard.
Really?
Time was hard. It
Yes,
really
sir.
was, because they wasn't used to a black guy being a sheriff in Douglas County. And Earl, he had some strict rules. You have to be courteous.
Yes, sir.
Always wave and let folks know who you are. And that's exactly what I done. I went to work at the sheriff's office in 78. And during that time, I told the sheriff then, I said, I want your job.
You don't want to be a deputy sheriff forever.
He told me, said, just keep learning. Learn all you can, Pounds.
Wow.
Learn all you can. And I done that. I went through, like I said, I started off as a deputy sheriff. And we patrolled the streets of Douglas County. I worked Zone 1, everything west. They wouldn't have but 2 zones back then. Zone 2 and Zone 1. Zone 2 was east of Douglasville, and Zone 1 was west.
Okay.
I like working west.
That's your people out there.
Well,
see?
my folks was out there. But there was a difference in Zone 2. If you get a call in Zone 1, you got a real call. It wasn't none of that play stuff. If you got a call out there, you got to deal with it. Zone 2, you get all them little bitty call, but I always work Zone 1. And this is what I like about myself today. I got to know my zone so well. If you bought a new car, I have to ask you, y'all get a new car? Because I want to know whose car it was, because I ain't been staying in that area.
Okay.
And that's what I'm getting back to as sheriff today. But anyway,
good.
I worked patrol for a while, and then I went into investigation. I didn't like investigation.
You didn't
that
like
good.
investigation?
It was all right. It was all right, but I could solve 4 or 5 cases for anybody else solve one. Because I knew who Blackjack was. I knew who Snake Doctor was.
Well, you were good investigator,
Yeah, I
obviously.
did good, but I just didn't like it. Then I went into the, for a brief moment, I didn't like narcotics at all.
Oh, yeah.
So I got out of that quickly.
Yeah.
And so I made supervisor in the patrol division. Made sergeant. And then I don't know, about a year or 2 later, made lieutenant. Ran the night shift from 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning.
Whew.
And everything happens at night.
Yes.
So we worked that for about, 8 or 9 years. And then I got kind of tired of it. So I go back to the sheriff. I said, Sheriff,
I'm tired of these.
I'm
sitting
tired
in the
of this
nighttime.
uniform.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of this patrol shift.
Yeah.
Well, he said, well, you just left 8 to 5, plain clothes. I said, I want to go back to there. I said, you know, we don't have a transport team.
Oh.
We don't have nobody to transport. I said, I'd like to be one that go pick up all inmates wherever they go. They go to California. We got to go. I want to go get them. He thought about it for a while. He came back to me about 2 weeks later. He said, Pound, I'm going to make you my first transport officer. So, but you're going to lose them lieutenant bars.
But you were the captain. I remember Captain Pounds.
Now,
we didn't even say captain.
We got that
we said Captain Pounds.
I lost the bars. He took the bars.
Oh, man, you lost your lieutenant bars?
Yeah, but I got them back.
Okay.
I got them back. But, you know, I couldn't just come and come straight in as a lieutenant.
Okay.
So we made me start from scratch. I went back to deputy. They got me a van and a patrol car. I took all the prisoners, had to go from jail to prison. I carried them. If you get caught in Alabama,
Oh, wow.
I come pick you up. Wherever you got caught, me and Gary Fields, we come pick you up. Now, that I kind of like that. Now, we did that for about not a whole long time. Because I'm trying to work every division in that sheriff's office.
I see. You've been there 38 years.
Yes, I told the sheriff I got tired of that. And we started working warrants. We just started working on our own. Don't want nobody working warrants either.
Oh, really?
Nobody.
Wow.
So Gary Fields and I started working them, and we showed the sheriff that we put more folks in jail than the rest of them could. So
you all were like bounty hunters.
Exactly.
Woo.
And we wore plain clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't look like the police.
Okay.
I ran that I was sergeant in there for a long time, then I made lieutenant. I ran that division for probably 15 years or more.
Wow.
Wow,
Sheriff?
It went everywhere you got arrested. If you robbed the bank in Douglas County and went to New York, Gary Fields and myself coming to get you.
Really?
Bring you back, because you'll finish this time that you done in Douglas County.
Really? So
we bring you back. Them didn't want to sign. We got a governor warrant and brought them back anyway. You got a chance to sign and come on back. If you don't want to sign, take us 90 days to get a governor warrant. Get that governor warrant, bring them back anyway.
Really?
Because you got to pay for that crime you done in Douglas County. Done that for a long time. And one of the captains died in my division. He was my captain. He passed away. So Sheriff Miller promoted me to Captain Pounds. And I had 5 different divisions that I ran, which was civil, warrants, fugitive, records, and the transport team. All 5 of those was my little baby. All that was mine. And I done that till I resigned in 2015. Resigned as division commander.
To run for sheriff. So
and
you can relate.
Today.
Amen. We're so proud of you.
Now, it took 40 years to climb that ladder.
That's what I'm saying.
It took 40 years.
40 years. But you know each department, so you can really relate to your officers, and you can tell them, I know what you're doing. I know how.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you've been there.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. That is excellent. Well, look, it's so much. Tell me a little bit. I know we have short time because you're really, really busy. But tell me about the ice cream trucks and all this community stuff. Congratulations on being the sheriff.
Thank you.
But tell us about, we see a difference. You're more visible. Not
Yes.
that I loved the sheriff that I had. My only sheriff that I knew was Phil Miller. But I think, you've taken the baton and you're moving forward with some other initiatives. So tell us about some of those things you're doing.
Well, it's kind of like I said earlier. I want to get back to that neighborhood thing that we do. Sometimes we pull up at a lady house, drink tea, and sit out down the porch, find out what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We probably can't take it that far back, but I want them out of those cars and walking, talking to the folks in their neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
We also started we got to reach the children. We got to reach them children, because that's the one that my jail is so full of young kids that ran into a dead-end street, didn't know which way to turn. They turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
I want to get them before Sparks get them.
Well, Sparks has D-Cops, too, because he in the community.
Yeah, but I want them before they get anything on their record.
Yes,
and we go out there and we're teaching our citizens how to set up little neighborhood watch programs. And we got a program. I wish I'd bought you a brochure. We go out in this ice cream truck. We bought an ice cream truck, not out of taxpayers' money.
Right.
Dope boy bought the truck.
Clear. Uh-huh.
And we go around to our communities where our children at, especially when school is out or they got a baseball game or something. And we give away free ice cream.
Yes.
And how community is really, most of it is donated by the community. Like one company may buy May's ice cream. The next vendor may buy June's ice cream. So it's really, I ain't spending no money on it, but I'm trying to reach those kids because they just can't come out and get an ice cream.
Right.
We give them a brochure. We want to know what's going on in the community. We want to know if anybody been bothering you, touching you, selling you, telling you things. And got a good report back. One subdivision hated the sheriff's office when I took office. Hated the sheriff's office. We sent out a little program and asked them about the sheriff's office. I can't tell you some of the things they thought about the sheriff's office. So I made in my mind to try to fix it. So we go out there. I talked to the homeowner association. I went out there myself, cooked free hot dogs and free hamburgers and gave away ice cream so I can talk to my children grouped them off. I had about 15 officers out there. All had our own little group, and we tried to find out what did they dislike about us. What were we doing that they disliked? Most of it was some hearsay stuff they had heard the sheriff's office done.
Right.
There wasn't nothing, we couldn't figure out, nothing they were talking about was true. But what I did do that subdivision is 2 officers now live in that subdivision. They moved in that subdivision. They ain't getting no cut. They just moved in there. They patrol that subdivision. After everybody go to bed. They patrol that subdivision. And then, I started the Scorpion unit. That unit is one, it's one of my pets. Because back when I was working here at the office, Thornton Road was terrible. They hit us so quick. You get back on. There's just so many roads you can turn and get out of Douglas County that quick. So we put together this fire team called the Scorpion Unit, and that's what they do. They hound the Thornton Road all back up to Skyview Drive and back to Bankhead. That's their zones.
Great.
And it's been very successful.
Very good.
Very successful.
Very good.
Now, when we get Thornton Road clean,
I
we've
know
got no problem anywhere, we're going to move them to that area.
Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate everything that you've done for us and that you continue to do. I can't believe you've been in law enforcement almost 40 years because you don't look a little past 40 yourself. So, but thank you. Look at God. Look at God. But Sheriff, we really appreciate everything that you've done for us, and you've been a community leader. You are woven in the fabric. The Pound's name is woven in the fabric of Douglas County, and it's a great name. It's a good name.
Yes.
And, just generations, and I'm sure that continue. I've seen new generation, the next generation of Pounds, and in the Sheriff's Department and the school system, and we're just really proud of you, and we're happy that you've taken the time to come and talk to us
it's
today.
A pleasure. It's an honor. But, I couldn't sit in the office, really, and try to be sheriff. I got to get back in my community. That's why you're going to find out what's going on in the community. And I like to visit my churches, my schools.
I know.
I just walk
Powerful
in sometime.
church.
Yeah, I just walk in sometime and just sit in class and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're going to find out what's going on in the community. But it's an honor to be y'all sheriff. I'm happy to be your sheriff. And y'all know my doors are always open. If you need something, you can always come.
Yes, sir.
Talk to the sheriff.
Well, I need to come back to the family reunion. Don't forget me. I need to eat again.
It's the second Saturday in July every year.
I know. Well, I want to come by invitation. So everybody's a witness.
I get you one. I get you an invitation. I'd like for you to come too.
Yes,
get
sir.
you a T-shirt, Pound Family Reunion.
Yes, sir. I'll wear it proudly.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much again for coming. We appreciate everything that you've done for us and your relationship with the chief. People is seamless. Yeah. So thank you for being a brother in law enforcement and in the community. We appreciate it so much.
It's such a pleasure to be in my shoes simply because we never had it where we had the mayor, the chief, the district attorney's office,
yes, sir,
all on the same page. Because back when David was DA, we got along all right, but Brian Ford, he's what we need at this particular time. He is actually doing a fabulous job.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you take the chief, Earl Lee taught us to hate the chief of police
Oh my goodness.
and not to help him in no way.
Oh my goodness.
Now, you see how difficult that was?
Yes, sir. You see your hands
I
are
told
tied.
him, you better love them police officers. You better help them any way you can. We all family. We wear a badge.
Yes, sir.
So it's great to be here because it wasn't like this years ago.
Yeah.
And him and I are forming some more stuff together. You know, like we got the major crime unit. That's him and I. And we got the fine units, the black cars you see on this.
Yes, sir.
He bought 3. I bought 3. So those cars save folks' lives just
That's
for being
right.
on the interstate. And
we have our quarterly meetings.
right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you and I and the commission, we have ours. But it's a great time to be sheriff now. You know, they got the hate on police officers at this particular
Yeah.
time, but we just going to do what God allowed us to do, let him
That's
order our
right.
steps and go in that direction.
Amen. Amen. And on that note, we'll say thank you. We
You are
appreciate
so
you. I know
welcome.
you're
Enjoyed
running.
it.
I know you're running. Your phone ringing. Things going on. You have to get on out of here. But
Yes,
thank you
ma'am.
for
It
your
was a
time.
pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of Positively Douglasville. God bless you.